Good afternoon and welcome to this 1 week FDP on scientific software. Today we are honored to have Dr. Dimpal Jyoti Mahanta from the Assam Kaziranga University as our esteemed guest. He will deliver a talk on the topic of scientific writing using MS Word. Before starting the session, let me briefly introduce him. He has more than 12 years of teaching experiences. Currently, he is working as an associate professor and HOD in the Department of Mathematics. He has done his master's and PhD from Tezpur University. His PhD topic was estimation of parameters for some nonlinear gauge models and their application in forestry. His research area includes mathematical modeling, problem estimation. He is also supervising various masters and PhD scholars. One PhD student has received his PhD degree under his guidance. He is currently supervising 4 research scholars. He has also published 23 research papers, 4 book chapters in various reputed journals and books. He is also the author of 4 books as well. We are delighted to have him with us. Now, I'd like to invite Dr. Dimpal Jyoti Mahanta to deliver his talk. Thank you.
Namaskar. Hello everyone. Thank you Dr. Manoki Kotoki for the introduction. I'd also like to thank all of you for joining me today to explore the powerful features of Microsoft Word. As educators, we use the Microsoft Word daily to create engaging contents, assignments and reports. However, many of us may not be utilizing its full potential. In this session, we will delve into the tips, tricks and best practices to enhance your productivity and document creation skills. Whether you are a seasoned user or just starting out, this talk aims to equip you with the skills to unlock the full capability of MS Word and take your documentation creation to the next level. So let's get started. So before proceeding to the main content, so let me start with the very fundamental things whatever we have. So first of all, let me tell you how we can create an MS Word document. So almost everyone now have the installed Microsoft Word version. I am using Word 21. So the things I am going to discuss here in this lecture, they will be applicable for all the versions above 2007. So basically, to create a Microsoft document, so we need to right click in any folder or in the desktop. So then we need to go to the new button. Then we have to create a Microsoft Word document. So after doing that, some document will be created like this. We need to give some name to that. Let me give the name as FDP. So then after clicking this, so the document will be open. This will be created. So here in this document, see some blank and white pages are occurring. This white space is called the page of this document. So whatever we need to write here, we are going to write in this certain space only. Now the main objective, like the ultimate objective of writing in MS Word is what? To take a printout of this document, right? So basically whatever we write in this white space, so that part is going to we can take the printout of that part only. So first of all, to start a new document with MS Word, so we need to first take care about the size of the page, because whenever we take the printout of the document, so there is a certain size of the page where we are going to take the printout. In mostly normally what happens, the pages we are going to take the printout, they are of the A4 size. So the first task we always need to do to set the design. So to set the design, so where to go? See, there is an tab called layout. In the layout bottom, we have the sizes. Can you see here the size there? So here in this part, different sizes of the page are there, like letter, legal size, A3, A4, A5, different sizes are there. So we need to choose A4 here in this case. So sometime you may chosen the letter, and later whenever we are taking the printout of that, this is not in that not like we can't take the printout properly later on. So this is the first task we need to do, and most of the time we avoid this part, and because of that we face some certain problem whenever we are taking the printout. So this is the first task we need to do. So we need to set up the page size here. Achha, one more thing before proceeding further, so let me tell you few more things. There are lots of features in MS Word. I am not going to cover everything. So my prime intention of this session is to discuss about how we can write a scientific document using MS Word. And whenever we are talking about scientific document, most of the time people prefer LaTeX over MS Word. There are some certain reason behind that. There are some certain advantages on LaTeX. But see, now in these days the Microsoft Word is again it's also become like quite advanced. So the things we can do in LaTeX, those things we can also do in MS Word. My prime intention is to give you the basic idea about those things, that how can we make this experience with writing in MS Word that user friendly, to make the typing user friendly. That is the main motive of this certain lecture. Okay, again come back to the topic. So I already told you that first of all we need to set the page size of the MS Word document. Then see, you can see some ruler here, something is there above the page in my MS Word document. So you may not have this ruler in your document, but during writing a certain document, this ruler is going to play some very vital role. So because of that, so if this is not appearing in your system, so this is my recommendation that please to appear this first. So for that, what you need to do, we need to go to the view option. So in view you can see the ruler, grid lines and navigative plane. So I will take about the navigation plane later on, what is the advantage of this. So but this ruler have to be there for everyone, so you have to choose this. So the ruler, by clicking here, if we choose this one, the ruler will appear here. So here see, in this ruler, so although this is my page size, but in ruler you can see some dark space is there, and this part is only with some bright color. And similarly we also have a ruler in this part. So in this part also, so above this part is not that bright. So the meaning of this is what we can only write in this document in this part only, right? So see, if we give the grid line, so in the space having the grid line, in this space only we can write the document in this certain page. But we can adjust them accordingly by clicking here. So we can change the spaces. So this space here we have in the left hand side, right hand side and top as well as on the bottom, they are basically called the margin. So here let me remove the grid line first. So here let me tell you how can we change the margin here. See, this margin is also going to play some very important role whenever we are writing something in MS Word. If you are writing some scientific documents, like if you are writing some thesis to submit in some certain university or institute, that certain university or institute will have some page formatting, and whenever you will go to the page formatting, they will give you some margin size. So what will be the left margin, what will be the right margin, like that. So accordingly we need to adjust the margin here in the MS Word document. Similarly, if we writing some manuscript, in those manuscript also, like sometime in some journal they are defining what should be the left margin, what should be the right margin. So normally what we can do, we can adjust the margin by dragging this ruler from here like this or like this. Alright, similarly we can also drag from here, but this is not the actual process to like change the margin. To change the margin, what we can do, we can again go to the layout option here in this ribbon. So after going to the layout option, you can see the margin here. In margin, see, you have different default margin here, like narrow margin. Then we have some different margins here, but based on the requirement we can customize also. So to customize it, simply what we need to do in margin, we need to click at the customize margin option. Then some setup will open like this here. So in this case you can choose the like top margin, like bottom margin, left margin, right margin, accordingly whatever you require. So here I am going with the default margin here we have in the MS Word document. So but if you need, you can change them accordingly, like you can minimize or maximize the top margin. You can see the preview here. So if you minimize the top margin, maximize the top margin, so the document will start from here. Similarly, if we minimize the top margin, the document will start from here like this. So this is the preview where we need to start the document. So I am considering 2 cm top margin and similarly 2 cm bottom margin, and the left and right margin I am keeping same. Now after defining the margin, what we need to do, we need to set the font of this document, whatever we are going to type. So to set the font, like normally what happen, so in some standard journals they are asking for a Time New Romans. So to one more thing before going to that, let me write something here in this blank document. You can write whatever you need, but there is a secret command to write some random text here. So to write some random text, I can use equal rand. Then I can give the number of pages, how many pages, how many paragraph I required. Like I am considering 3 paragraphs, and then how many lines in all the paragraphs, like I am considering 5 lines in all the paragraphs. Okay, so let me write rand 3,5. So it will give me 3 paragraph with 5 sentence in each paragraph. So this is a secret command. You can use this command. Similarly, if I consider, like, let me tell you about this command one more time. So equal to rand number of paragraph, that I need 1 paragraph, then I need 2 lines in each paragraph, so 2, and then press enter. So you will have n paragraph like this. So I have written something here. Now I need to change the formatting of this certain text, whatever I am writing here. So to change the formatting of this, simply you can click wherever you require. Then you can select the text where you need to change the formatting. So since I need to change all the formatting of all the text, that's why I have select everything. Then I will click here. Then I will have actually here in this by clicking here in this tab, you are going to get different font styles. Most of the time we are using Times New Roman. So by clicking here, you are going to get Times New Roman. Here you will have the font size. So I am considering 12 font size here. Then I am considering the alignment. Alignment I am considering is justified. So this is the left alignment, centered, and this is the right alignment. So we have some shortcut for them also. For the left alignment, you can consider Ctrl L. So see here, it's written here also, Ctrl L is the shortcut to write the left alignment. Similarly, for the center, Ctrl E will work. For the right alignment, Ctrl R, and for justify, so Ctrl J will be the shortcut to call those alignments for the document. Now see, this is the thing what I told you. Then we have few more options here. Like here I have some bullet points. In bullet points you can bullet the text, like I have some sentence here, and I need to point them like with some bullet point. Then here you will get different bullet points, like by clicking here first select them and give the bullet point. So the bullet point will appear automatically. Similarly, you can give the numbering also. Like by clicking here, you are going to get a numbering. So here the section wise numbering. About this section wise numbering, I am going to tell you about after few times. So these are the things what we have in a very, what we need to do in the very first place. So this is by clicking here the B, capital B shown in this home page. You can bold some text, you can maximize the font size, you can minimize the font size, you can make it italic, you can give the underline. So these are the fundamental things most of the time we know. Achha, one more thing. See, here you can see something here, format painter. So few times we are not using it. So let me tell you what is the use of this one. So first of all, so if I already formatted something, like here I have given, let me consider this as 20, the font size is 20. I already made it bold, italic, and I also did the underline here. So after doing this formatting, let's see again, I need to do the same formatting here for the element, this word called element. So I need not to repeat the same thing again and again. What I can do, I can simply click on here, then I select here to get the, like what I am doing here. So first I click here, then I click here in this part, so for format painter. So when I click this, so some symbol will appear in my mouse, okay. Then wherever I require the same formatting, like here I require the same formatting here in the word element, simply select them. So the selected text is going to take the formatting automatically. So this is the use of this bottom. So you can also use the same bottom here, like I'm going to, like again here see, we have one more option. This is called undo, and this is called redo. So we can undo and redo also. So here basically, if I need the entire text with the original form, again I can do what? I can click here. I can click on this bottom. Then I can select the entire text, and I will have the original text here. Now, so let me tell about a few things like how to make a table. To construct a table, normally what we do, we go to insert bottom. After going to insert bottom, we go to the table bottom, and in table what we do, by dragging the mouse here, we are going to get the table of different size. So, or I can, like if I need a 3x3 table or 4x3 table, I can choose like this, I can create like this. One more option to create a table, like I can go to insert, and in the table bottom I have the insert table option. So how many columns I need, I can write here like 5 columns I am writing, and I need 3 rows. Then by clicking here OK, the table will be created. Let me give you one more idea to create a table. To have the table, what I can do, in the keyboard, if we like use plus, then minus, then again plus, then few minus, then plus, then few minus, then plus, then few minus, then again plus, and then if we click enter, see, we are getting what? We are getting a table of this thing. So what is happening here, whenever I write plus, I have started with plus, then minus. These minuses are basically the length of this column. This is the next column. I have separated the column with plus sign. Again, these are the length of the next column. This is the length of the next column, similar like that. So after the last plus, so by clicking the enter, you are going to get the new table. So similarly, I can take new column also by clicking the tab button. So what I am doing here, I am just simply using the tab button of the keyboard. See, by clicking the tab button repeatedly, I can construct more and more row here. Then let me consider few more. Okay, wait just for a minute. Okay, so then what we have, so if I'm writing something like I'm writing, let me write few content here. This is A, B, then let's see B, then I'm writing E here. Something I'm writing here like F, Z, H. Then let me write few things here, right? So let me discuss few content here in this part. Acha. So now, so I can insert some row and column manually here also. To insert row and column, what we can do in the advanced version of MS Word, if you drag the mouse, so some plus types of symbol occur here. By clicking here also, new rows may be developed. Similarly, to create a new column, you can also click on this plus button, but this option is not there in every MS Word document. Now in normal MS Word document, what we need to do, I need to create a row to the right side of the first column. So a column to the right side of the first column. Then what I can do, I can click on the first column, then I can click insert, then I can create a column to the right. Similarly, to create a row below, so I can again click here, and then I can go to insert and insert row below. By doing that, I can also create the row and column manually. One more thing, to create some column manually, one more process, let me tell you. I need a column after this column, row after this row. Then what I can do, I can go to the end of this row by using the right arrow. Then by clicking enter, I will have the new row here. So these are the things what we have. Now see, let me tell you few more features we have in case of a table. Now the next feature, let me tell you how to separate separate one table into two, right? So I need to separate the table here. So initially I made one table, and later on I found that one table is not I need two tables from this one table. Then what I can do, let me tell you very easy process to do that. Simply click on here in the first row of the next table. Then what you need to do, you need to press Alt, Shift and down arrow together. Okay, wait, Alt, Shift and okay, also wait. So I need to separate these tables. So first of all select them. Okay, first of all select them, and then click Alt, Shift and down arrow together. Then by doing that, can you see that the selected portion will become a new table? So this is the thing what you need to do. So again let me do the thing. What we will do, I need to construct a new table from this part. So what we will do, first select them, then Alt, Shift and down arrow. By doing that, Alt, Shift and down arrow, you can separate the tables. And similarly, to join the tables, what you can do, you can again do the same thing, but using the up arrow this time. So Alt, Shift and up arrow. So by doing that, you can join two tables also into one. Okay, so again let me repeat the process. Alt, Shift down to separate the tables, Alt, Shift up to join the tables. So this is a shortcut to separate the tables into two and to join the tables. One more thing we can do, so to make it more clear, let me give some proper name to the first row, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Acha, see, if I need to bring the sixth row to the first place, what I need to do? So normally what we do, we create a new row above the number first row, then we cut from here and paste there. But this is not the actual process we need to do. We can shift the place of the first row into this position. So what we can do, see the same process, since I need to shift this row from here to the above or any place. What we can do, again you can do the same process, alt shift and then the up arrow. Similarly, to bring it downside, again you can do the same process, alt shift and down arrow. So this is few fundamental shortcuts we use in MS Word to create some tables, and by using them we can very easily the merge, join or shift the rows, okay, into one table, or like we can shift the rows also. Now few more tricks like normally we use in MS Word. So these tricks are again very helpful. Now I need to merge two rows. Okay, to merge two rows, what we can do, let me merge these two rows. So what we will do, simply I can do one thing, I can select the rows. In the first row, let me merge 1 and C. Then I can select the rows, then I can right click, and after doing the right click I have the merge cell. Okay, by doing the merge cell I can do the merge also. But instead of doing that, what we can do, we can do one more shortcut I can give you. So the shortcut is what, first select them, then alt A together, then M. What I did, the shortcut is what? Shortcut is I have pressed alt and A together, leave it, and then I press M. Right? So this is shortcut to merge the text, alt A together, alt and A both are together, then I have pressed A. So this is one more shortcut we have, and one more how can you delete the rows? To delete the rows, I don't need this certain row where I have written F. I have started with F. I don't need this row. To delete the row, please click on there, right click on there, and you can see the delete cell here. By deleting delete cell, you will get delete entire row or delete entire column. So you can also delete a certain column for here, certain row for here, or you can delete a cell, or you can shift a cell to the left side, or you can shift a cell from the right side to the left side, like that. So to delete the entire row, you can simply click here and you can click the entire. Then by clicking there, the entire row will be deleted. Then one more thing. So here in a table, so we can change the text direction. So text direction is, let me consider here like mathematics. Let me write mathematics here. Now see, assume that I need mathematics not horizontally, I need mathematics vertically. So to do that, what I can do, I can select here, then I can go to this portion and I can do the, wait just for a minute. So by clicking here you can see the text direction. By clicking the left click of the mouse, so you will get text direction. In text direction you are going to get different text direction. If we click here, the text will become like this. Alright, the text will become like this, and in this case if we again need the text horizontally, by clicking there in the text and changing the text direction, you are going to get the earlier text direction you had. Now one more thing, see, I can also fix the size of this table. So we have few more options here. See, whenever you click the table, some point will be occurred here in this part, and if we now click in this part, so by clicking the right by right click, by doing the right click, what we'll do, see here you will get an option called auto fit. So in auto fit option, so if we do the auto fit to content, if we do the auto fit to the content by clicking here, see the table will take that certain space, that space what the content will require, right? So similarly, if I need an other size of this table like auto fit to the window, so in that case it's going to cover the entire page setup. Similarly, I also have one more option, auto fit to like fix the column width, so I can also fix the length, the width of the column here like this. So these are the things what we can do, how we can deal with the table. And obviously whenever you are writing a manuscript, in most of the cases you need to deal with the table, and these are the shortcuts and hopefully these tricks will help you to create a table in a more effective manner. Now one more concept, let me tell you, like wait, acha. Now few more useful trick, let me tell you, they may be helpful for you people, like let me tell you how can we select or copy some certain document. Normally almost everyone know how to copy the thing by selecting the document. By selecting the document, I can do what? I can by controlling Control and C. Control C is the option to copy the text, or here also I have a option here in the home bottom. By clicking here you can copy the text. Similarly, by using Control and V together you can paste the text here, or by clicking here also after after doing the copy from some document, here is the paste button. So by clicking here in the paste button, you can also paste the paste certain text in some certain place of a document. Or we have one more option to the paste or copy it, like by clicking the right click, and then we have some option here. See, these are the different paste option here. So by keep the text only, then this option will give you the picture format of the thing whatever you have copied. So these are different options to copy it. And about this certain process, mostly I am pretty sure that you all have idea about that one. But now let me tell you about few things. How can we copy some certain words, not the entire thing. Like I need to copy video, then I need paste, then I need matching. These three words I need to copy from here, not the others. Then I can do what? Simply I can press the control button, double click here. In the certain word, double click. Okay. Then again go to the next word. Then I need the word paste. Okay. Go there, click the control button again, double click there. Can you see that? Again I need the matching, the word matching. Go there, click the control, press the control button and double click there. See how easy it is. Again I need a different word to copy. I need a different word. Okay, this different word I need to copy. Go there, press the control button, double click there. So by doing this, and then doing this, you can select the words you require from different places. Normally by dragging the mouse, you can select an entire paragraph or entire line. The normal dragging will give the selection in a continuous mode. But if you need the selection in discrete mode, so this process will be helpful. Go to the certain word, press the control button, double click on the word. So then doing the same process like Control C. If I do the Control C, then I need to write the things here. Control V. See, I can write the words. I have copied video, base, matching and different. This is how I can copy the things. Now one more process, let me tell you. Sometimes see we face very like certain difficulties, like I have some table here. 1, let ABS, let 2, let CDF, then randomly I am writing something. So let 3, this is KGF. Let I am writing something here. Now see, okay, from here it is going to be like we can copy from this Acha. See, Acha, let me tell you about like in different type of selection. This is not going to work here. I need to copy only this part, not some certain document. So I need to copy some, like here, let me write something, then it will be more helpful for you. So let me write video B, then let me write to M, then let me write matching K, then different, and then I am writing something. So this is 4. Now see, let I need to copy this BMK4, not the others. If we normally drag the mouse to select the content, you can't select BMK4 only, right? By dragging the mouse, see entire text like BMK4 along with these 4, these things are also being copied. And after that, if we do the copy from here and paste somewhere, this is not going to give you only BMK4, right? Now in this case, if someone required BMK4 only, what you can do, how can you select them? To select them, simply press Alt and now drag the mouse. Okay, what I did, simply I am pressing the bottom Alt and now dragging the mouse. And if we do like that, after pressing Alt, if you are dragging the mouse, then the selected portion will be like only the person where I am dragging the mouse, that portion will be selected, and after that you can copy accordingly, and after doing the copy you can paste somewhere. Okay, where I written, so I can paste somewhere. So this is again a process by which I can select some certain text. Okay, so normal dragging system we everyone know. So I told you how can you select some discrete word. The process is what? Press Ctrl and double click. The next I told you how can you select from anywhere of like some certain selected portion only. Similarly, if I need I need to select this portion only, then what I will do, I am simply pressing the control button and I am dragging the mouse. Okay, by clicking the left, not only dragging the mouse, so by pressing the Alt button, by clicking the left click, by doing the left click, I am dragging the mouse. Okay, and this is how we can select the text, required text, and then by copying I can write the certain things. So see, the portion I have selected, they will come here only. So this is an process by which I can copy some select and copy some certain text. One more thing most of the people require during preparing some manuscript. For example, if I need to, the thing is what, sometimes what I need to do, I need to insert some pictures. Okay, so to insert some picture, what I can do, I can go to insert button, then I can click the picture, then I can take the picture from anywhere. So if you store the picture here, right, this is my son, and if I click on his picture, then his picture will appear here. Then after clicking on this picture, see, there is a new button appear here, picture format, and here in this part you can do different changes on this picture. You can crop this picture accordingly by clicking here. You can, like, let me minimize the page to make it more clear. See, I can minimize the, I can crop the picture. I can wherever I require, I can crop the pictures. Let I need the picture up to this person. So by doing this, I can crop this picture, or similarly I can change the size also. To change the size, I can different options. I can go to here and I can also change the size. Okay, similarly I can also change the size here. So one more thing, have you noticed, whenever I have insert the pictures here, or wherever I am changing the size of the pictures here, the fonts, the text are also changing their places automatically. Now if I need to place a picture in some point, like here I am doing that, I can move this picture, I can drag this picture also in some different place. For that we have an option. See, by clicking here, see, you have an option called wrap text. So here if we click here, see, you will get different options. Okay, in line with text, square, tight, like behind text, in front of text. So top, bottom, different options you are going to get. Now by clicking here behind text or in front of the text, you are going to have the pictures. Now you can bring pictures to anywhere of the document. But if we need the picture certainly in this place, in between this place, then in line with the text, this you need to set the format as in line with the text. But if we want to move the pictures anywhere, simply you please set behind text or in front of the text, then you can bring the picture anywhere in the required place. You can change the pictures, right? You can change the size of the pictures. Similarly, you can do different lots of options are there. You can do lots of corrections here. You can change the color, different colors, the transparency you can change, the different color options are there. You can do some framing here, the position, you can give some fixed position here if you actually require that. So these are different features involving with pictures we have. So these features you can also use whenever you are creating a document, and if we need to insert a picture, you can use these features. Okay, so I have discussed about how to play with the tables and how to play with the figures, the pictures. So these are some fundamental things, like it's not possible for me to cover everything here in a certain lecture. I am only telling you like whatever we normally require in our day-to-day life to prepare a normal scientific article. So these are things we normally need to build a table, construct a table, we need to insert some pictures. Acha, now these are roughly I told you almost every required thing. Acha, one more thing I forgot to tell you. The thing is what? The spacing. The spacing is very important whenever we are dealing with some document preparation. See, most of the time whenever we are going to submit some manuscript in some certain journal or writing some thesis, so they will provide you some format, a standard format, and they will mention about some spacing. To deal with those spacing, what I can do, see, I have two paragraphs here. This is the first paragraph, this is the second paragraph I have. I need to do the changes in this in between the spacing and the paragraph gaps. Okay, then what I can do, I can simply go to here, then line spacing option. Can you see that line spacing option? Click here. By clicking here, something will appear like this, and here you can see spacing. In this spacing bottom, so can you see we have some after and before space, some preview is also there. If we change the if we change the spacing, this spacing is basically going to give you the spacing between two paragraphs. Okay, the paragraphs. This is the spacing before starting of a paragraph, and if we change the space here, this is the space. This is the space after the paragraph, end of a paragraph, and this is the space before starting of a paragraph. If we change the space here, the space will be changed automatically. Now here, if we consider 12 and 12, see what the changes we are going to have in this certain text. See 12 and 12. So this is going to have, this is considering this much of space, this much of space in between the paragraphs. Similarly, we can also change the spacing in between the paragraphs. So if we make 0, see if we consider 0, then see these are the, like, both actually paragraph look like one, right? So there is no any space between the paragraphs. Okay, but normally we are not writing like this, so we have to give some space between that, and this will follow the required format referred by the certain documents, a certain journal and institute in this case. Similarly, I can also define the space between two lines. To have the line spacing, again I can select that text and I can go to the same content and see here I have line spacing. In line spacing I have different options. I have single option, I have 1.5 line spacing. So I have different double, at least, exactly if some number I need to paste. So if some journal tell you you need to set exactly this much of line space, then you have to go to exactly, then you need to write like exactly 10 point. So then exactly 10 point. Can you see the difference, right? So initially this was two lines are taking this much of space, but whenever we are considering exactly 10 point, so the new paragraph is taking this much of space. Similarly, we can do the necessary changes here in this part. So simple 1.5, double, at least, exactly, multiple. So by considering multiple, so it will take more space between the lines. So this is how we can change the line spacing. Okay. So now these are few overall things. So at the time, like at this moment, these are things actually coming to my mind. If something I missed, again I come back to this point. Again, see, one more thing, let me tell you. So header and footer. So how can we insert header and footer? See, to insert header and footer, see, sometimes we need to write something in this part of this text of the page, then it will be called header. And if sometime we need to write something in this part of the text, the footer, that means in the footer, so that part is called footer. So this part is called header. If I need to write above the margin, that is called header. And if we need to write something below the margin, then it will be called footer. Now to write something in the header and footer, what we can do, I can directly go to here. By clicking here, you can write anything in the header and footer. So this is the process. So to go header and footer, you can go to insert, then header and footer. But instead of doing that, what you can do, you can simply go to the blank space, okay, then double click on here. By doing double right click, the header will occur. So then you can write document. By writing document, so I have actually write something in the header. Similarly, so if I write something I need to write something in the footer, so double click in the space below, then by DJ Mahanta. So if I write by DJ Mahanta, then this footer will be appear here. So one interesting thing, I have only written the document once in the first page, but since I am writing this document, the word document in the header part, so this document will appear in every single page as a header. Similarly, since I have written by DJ Mahanta as a footer, so DJ Mahanta will appear in every single page. But we can do the necessary changes if required in header and footer also by having different options. We have different more options here in the header and footer box. See, I can set different header and footer for the first page. I can set different header and footer for the odd and even number of pages. So we have different options here. By clicking in the header and footer, this new tab will be created automatically. And if you header to go to the main text, again click on the main text twice, right click on the main text twice, you can go to the main text automatically. Now see, now one more thing let me tell you. So sometime what we do, so here now I am going to tell you about two very big mistake we are doing in our day-to-day life whenever we are preparing the MS Word document. See, we are using lots of space and lots of enters to write something here, right? You are preparing a question paper, okay? You are like, since most of the people attending this FDP are teachers, so you mostly, like very frequently, you need to set some question paper. To set the question paper, normally what we do, so we write question 1, then dot, then what I write, so what is your name? There I am writing a question, what is your name, okay? Then I give question marks, and since I need to give some marks here, marks normally occur in this place, so what I do, I give spaces, or sometime instead of space you people use tab, multiple numbers of tabs to go to certain place, and if you write the numbering here. Similarly, if you write the next question, you simply write Q2, then give dot, then where are you, so I have written something, where are you, okay? So then again I use multiple number of tabs, so I give the respective marks. But the question is it the actual process to do that? The answer is no. This is not the actual process to do that. So we need to avoid to give such, like I have given so much of, like many times I have placed the tab bottom. We need not to do that. Or sometimes even some people will use this much of space, like they are entering entire space to go to the next, like this place. So this is how normally people are doing who are like poor with the MS Word skills. But see, let me now tell you what is the actual process to do that. First of all, whenever you are writing them, you need not to give any question numbering here, okay? So simply write what is your name. Now I am telling you the actual process. What is your name, right? Then what I will do, simply press the tab bottom once. I am only pressing the tab bottom once. Yes, since I need the marks here in this part, so what I will do, I will go to the ruler. Okay, I will go to the ruler, and if I need the marks here in the respective place, I will give one right click. Can you see that? By giving a right click, one L-shaped structure, like something is appearing here, okay, in the ruler. Can you see that? This L-shaped thing is basically defining the space we are taking after pressing the tab once. See, whenever I set the tab like this space here, okay, so but I can also change the space by dragging it to different places. If I set the place a point here, I can write the marks here like 5. Since I need the marks here, so I have to drag it to the original place. See, and once you do that, see, again I am repeating the process. What I need to do, simply I have written the question, I have clicked one tab in one times, I need to click, so initially I can also remove this. To remove this, simply drag it outside, it will be removed. See, I need to write the question, click the tab once. Since I need the marks here, go to the ruler and click once, right click once on the ruler. Wherever you click, the tab space will take that much of space and give the marking here. And you need not to repeat this process again and again. If you do this process in the very first question, then after clicking one, one more thing, since I have to give the question number here, to give the question number, simply go to here See numbering. In numbering, you can define. So here we have one. Like here I have one question number 1, question number 2, question number 3 because I have already said this. So in your system this Q1, Q2, Q3 may not be there. But how can we generate this? Define new number formatting. Okay. See here you will have number format. 1, 2, 3. This number format you can also change by clicking here number style. I need the normal number 1 to 3, English number 1 to 3. Then simply write Q here, right? By writing Q here and press OK, then this will take this much of space. Okay. Then after writing this, you can also change the space by doing this, like changing the place from here, right? So you can also drag them to bring change the places of that. Here you can see 3 things. One is like an arrow like pointing downwards. So this is for the first line, right? This is for the first line. Like here it will be more easy if I am using explaining this by using the first paragraph. See here I have three lines here. So this is this row will basically indicate from where I am starting the first sentence of the paragraph, and the second one is for the other lines of the paragraph, right? And similarly here we have one square types of symbol. You can see here, if we click here and drag, then this is basically going to shift both the cursor. Okay. Now by moving them or dragging them, what you can do, you can change the starting place of a certain sentence. Now see, after doing this much of sentence, if you need to write a second question, simply go to there, press enter. See, question 2 will be generated automatically. Now write the question, what are you? Right, I am writing anything, right? What are you? What is this? Right? What is this? What is this? Right? Then again press tab once. See, now this time by pressing tab once, so we can directly move to the original place. Can you see that? Now you can give the marking here. So in this pattern you can very simply write the prepare a question paper very easily, and whenever you are following this process, the entire system looks, the entire question paper looks very beautiful. Okay, you need not to press enter again and again. You need not to press the space again and again, and most of the time like the space and the enters like give a very ugly look to the document we are creating. Similarly, since sometimes what we do, we use enter to increase the space between two paragraphs, right? So to increase the space between two paragraphs, we basically click the enter button. But again, as I told you earlier, so we need to avoid the enter options. To change the paragraph, I will only click the enter button once, not more than once. If we need more spaces in between these two paragraphs, what I will simply do, I will simply select the paragraphs, and then as I already told you, I will increase the spacing between them. That is what we need to do. We need not to enter the press enter again and again to increase the spacing. Similarly, if I need more space before the paragraph, I need more space before this paragraph. So what we'll do, simply again go to there, I will simply increase the number of space before the first paragraph. So that is how we are doing this, and see, by doing this actually we are not writing, we are not leaving any line here. So these are the fundamental things. Actually these concepts are required to everyone. You may write a scientific note or not, but these things are very fundamental things whenever you are writing a document. So then let me tell you about few things which are like purely required for a person who is basically dealing with some paper writing or scientific note writing. Okay, so for that let me go to another document. So let I have actually prepared one document for you people. So this is MS Word document. So now how can we actually prepare one thesis or a manuscript? So here in this part I am going to tell you about that. Or how can we insert the scientific notations? So here scientific or sometimes you can say mathematical notations also. So typing mathematics in MS Word. So typing mathematics, whenever we talk about typing mathematics, this is not only for the mathematics people. Here I am using this mathematics terms to define all those scientific terms actually. If you are writing any XYZ, if you are writing plus minus equal, any kind of equations, any types of expressions, because whether you may be from biology or from chemistry or from any engineering, from any branches of sciences, or you may be from arts background also, then sometimes you need to write some numbers, some expressions to whenever you are writing a manuscript. So in those cases you need to adopt the things whatever I am going to tell you about this I am going to tell you at this moment. So we need to know how to type mathematics. Again I am telling you, this mathematics, this word mathematics is not only referring the mathematics for the maths people only. This mathematics for every scientific, like people writing in scientific document. Now see, so first of all, before writing in document, we need to like know two things. Whenever I was writing the document here, I was writing everything in a plain page. So this like environment where I was writing the text, where I was typing or where I was doing everything, this is called a normal text environment. But whenever we need to write something scientific, the scientific things we are not going to write in text environment. There is a difference, let me tell you. The difference let me explain here in this part only. Let I am writing y equal to mx plus c. Y equal to mx plus c. So this is a normal equation of straight line. Everyone knows, we are getting this equation in our school days. Or if we are writing ax plus b equal to 0. See, these are some mathematics I am writing here. Or I am writing normally what we do, let x is a number. So I am writing like x is a number. So normally whenever we are writing in document, we write with the Times New Roman. That font space, let me give 12. Okay, can you see that? So these texts are like, whenever I am writing them, we are writing in the text mode and they look like this. And if you go to different textbooks, if you are following any science book, it's maybe math book or any other science book, or if you are writing anything wherever the math symbols are introduced, so those symbols look something different, right? So how can we create them? To create them, actually in MS Word, we have a different environment to create that. The environment is basically called the equation environment, the maths environment. To create the maths environment, see, let me first give you a overall look of that. If you write the same thing, y equal to mx plus c in maths environment, it actually look like this. Can you see that? So can you see the difference between this look and this look? This is what I have written in maths environment. This is what I am writing in normal text environment. So now the question is what? How can we call the maths environment here in a document? So this is the first thing. So to create a maths environment, what we'll do, simply I need to go to insert, then you can see something like a pie here, right? Can you see that? So along with pie you can see some cursor here, right? So you need not to click on pie, you need to click on this cursor, then some screen will appear like this and you need to click in insert new equation button, and by clicking here insert new equation, something will appear like this, okay? And if you are writing something here like y equal to mx plus c, so this is going to get the maths environment. Now if we write anything here, we are actually writing in the maths environment, but in normal text we are not writing in maths environment, we need to write in the text environment. To come back in the text environment, what we'll do, we'll either click outside of the maths environment, or what I can do, I can simply use the right arrow to come back to the text environment again, or again to go back to the equation environment, maths environment, we can either click in the maths environment, or we can use the right and left arrow. So this is how basically we are using the equation, the maths environment. But there is one more shortcut to write something with the maths environment, and this is the shortcut for that, all plus equal. That means if we click alt and equal together, okay, what the key we need to press together, alt and equal. If we press alt and equal together, then the maths environment will be create automatically. So alt equal is the command to create the document, and by using alt and equal very easily without using the mouse, you can create the maths environment between any text. So by using this, now we can very simply write like this. Let me write, let I am x. See, let I am. So these are since these are text, they are text, so I need to write them on text environment only. But if I am writing let I am x, so that x should be mathematical here in this case. So because of that, I need to create the maths environment here. Let I am x, okay? Or you can use the capital X. Whatever x you require, you can write. I am writing small x here. Let I am x and you are y. I want to write let I am x and you are y. So since the you are y part is again text document, text, so I need to come back to the text document again, right? So to do that, I can use the right arrow, come back to outside of the maths environment, given space, and you are y. Again I need to create the maths environment. So create the maths environment by clicking alt and equal, you are y. Then again come back outside, given full stop. So this is how we can use the maths environment and the text environment together within a line. So, and this is the actual process to write anything in your article. If you are writing a manuscript, whether you are from chemistry background, physics background, any engineering background, if you are getting mathematical symbols somewhere in a certain document, in between a certain document, or if you are writing some equation, so this is the option using which you can write the mathematics. Now see, let me give you few commonly used mathematical notation. So one more thing, many people actually know know how to create the maths environment. See, after creating the maths environment, if we create the maths environment, automatically something will occur here. Have you noticed that whenever I was creating the maths environment, how I have created the maths environment? By clicking alt and equal. Earlier the screen was like this, okay, it was like this, but whenever I have created the maths environment by clicking alt and equal together, so one more additional tab is opening here, so called equation. So in this equation we have different options, different symbols, different like fractions. Here I have different fractions, then different scripts, like I have to write x square or x1 x2 like that. So I have integration, I have summation, different brackets, sign, then we have this kind of symbols also, we have matrix, we have limit, then we have different operators, right? So we have lots of things here. But see, if you are using them from this menu, so what is going to happen? We need to use the mouse again and again, and it will take lots of time. And if we write a manuscript by using mouse again and again, it's basically like consuming lots of time, and you are not going to complete. You may not, you require lots of time, and this is not the actual process to do that actually. So from this point of time, so I will tell you how to actually avoid the mouse whenever you are writing a scientific document. See, to write the thing, first of all let me tell you how can we write a fractions. Okay, to write a fractions, see here I am to write 1 by 2 or 1 by 2 here. What I will do, simply 1 by 2, it's a mathematical expression I am to write, right? So all the equation, create all the equation. Normally what we do, by using mouse, I will go here, I will tab here, and I will write 1 and then we will write 2. But as I told you, this is not the actual process. The process is what? Simply create the maths environment, write 1 by 2. Okay, what I did, simply I type 1 by 2 in the keyboard and then I press space. What I did, again I am repeating, I have created the maths environment, I have written 1 by 2, then by pressing the space is like a command to execute it. Okay, space will work like a command to execute it. So by clicking the space, you are going to get the actual format, right? So this is how basically we can write a fractions. Now similarly, to write a brackets, normally, so we have no problem in using brackets. Okay, so whenever we are giving brackets, like, so if you have like this, so if you write like this 1 by 2, okay, then x plus y, this, can you see that? So normally whenever I am writing like this using bracket, so these brackets should be bigger like this one, right? This is something I have written earlier. So the text actually need to be like this. Okay, need to be like this, not like this one. So that means the bracket, the size of the bracket need to take a certain size. Okay, whenever we are writing the brackets outside, it have to take a certain bigger or smaller, it have to take some certain size, right? So now how can we do that? What is the actual process of writing something within brackets? Again, see, whenever we are writing, creating the maths environment, there is an option called bracket in the menu. So we can also write something by using these brackets, but since to do that we need to use the mouse, and my intention is to not to use the mouse, so that's why we are not going to use the mouse. Simply create the maths environment, use and start the bracket, write like I am writing 1 by 2, give, since I need 1 by 2, 1 upon 2, so that's why I need to execute it, give him space, then again I need to start and bracket x plus 1, right? I need to close the interior bracket, so I close the bracket, and after closing the bracket, this is the main thing, given space. See, that space is again execute the bracket for you. If the space is not correct, the brackets are not placing in the actual position, by clicking on the space, it will all automatically move to the original, the actual place. It will take the actual size. Similarly, I also need to close one more bracket. Okay. For that, after writing this bracket, again I need to execute it by pressing the space. And if I do that, see, the space, the size of the bracket is taking automatically. So this is how actually we are executing the things within the MS Word, right? So we can write different expressions here. Similarly, let me write one more thing. So let me write like I can also use this bracket. Okay, so x plus y, x plus b, let into 1 by 2, into 1 by 2, 1 by 2, right? So now I need to close with the middle bracket. So middle bracket, size of the middle bracket should be bigger given space. So it will take the actual space. So after every expression, if we need to execute something, like if I need to execute a bracket, so given space, it will execute automatically, right? Okay, now see, now let me go to the next part. So hopefully this concept is clear to you. So to write in fraction, simply write something by something and space. Space is the command to execute it. Similarly, after everything whatever we need to execute, like here I have given space where and where. So after writing 1 by 2, I have given one space, then I given one space after the bracket, the closing bracket. And see, those spaces I have given, I just click, they are not actually taking the space, right? They are actually to execute the earlier function. Are you getting that? Okay. Now similarly, this part is very important. So symbols, how can we insert different symbols? Here, as I told you, whenever we are having some symbols here, right? We have lots of symbols here. In this case, I will go to that. Okay, here actually I am writing the thing whatever I have described here. So I will share this document to you. So here in this case, see, next let me discuss how to insert a new symbol here, right? So for that, what we can do, so again let me create the maths environment. See, after creating the maths environment, lots of symbols, okay, will occur here. Now sometimes what we do, we go to the symbols, we search for that, and if I need alpha, for example, I need to write alpha, okay, so I will click alpha here. Then if I need to write beta, so I will find for beta, then I will write beta here. Like that we can do the thing. But simply if I am telling you, this is not the actual process, and sometimes all the symbols are not here in this very small menu. Okay, see, the menu is this much only, so you are not going to get all the symbols here in this part. So because of that, so sometimes it's very difficult for us to write the mathematical symbols in the scientific writing. So here I am going to give you a very helpful trick to deal with such situations. What I can do, see, if I need to write alpha, okay, so alpha is a Greek alphabet. We have two alpha, capital alpha and small alpha. If I need to write a small alpha, that is what I am writing, I have written few times back. Simply what we will do, I will write this one, okay, then I will write ALPHA, the spelling of alpha, okay, then I will click, again I will execute it by clicking space. Can you see that what I did? I have simply written slash, this certain slash I need to give. this is this slash. If you write this slash within the math environment, this is actually calling some function. What is the function it's calling? The function called alpha. Okay, so slash alpha is going to basically call the alphabet alpha. And how to execute it? By spacing, by clicking the space. See, alpha. Similarly, by writing, if I write, so alpha, again I need to come back from go outside of this math environment. I am writing alpha n, I need to write beta. See, again math environment slash beta. Simply I need to write the spelling of that by writing the slash space. See, it's taking the beta. Can you see that? Similarly, almost every notations whatever I require. Let me give you few more. Okay, I have written alpha beta. If I need to write capital alpha, capital beta, what will do? Okay, so these two are the small alpha and small beta. If I need to write the capital alpha and capital beta, what I will do? Create math environment slash. Now this time the first letter ALPH of alpha should be capital. If I write capital, if we write alpha with starting with capital A and then space, given space, this is nothing but my alpha, right? If I simply give slash capital B, then this will give me the beta we have. So this is the capital alpha and this is how we can basically write the symbols. Now few more symbols I have written here. Actually I am going to discuss about that. So but I will show you the expressions here. Let me first show you what we have. To write infinity slash infinity. Can you see that? To write an arrow slash right arrow. See, if I am writing slash RIGHT right arrow. Can you see that? By clicking the space, I have executed it. Slash. One more thing. Let me tell you. Capital R, right arrow. See, if I start with the capital R, can you see the implied sign? Okay, with two lines. Right arrow with two lines. Similarly, up arrow. Okay, slash up arrow. Okay, if we write slash up arrow, double line. Can you see that? Similarly, if I need implies and implies, okay, so slash left right arrow. I have written something wrong. Left right arrow. Okay, left right arrow. Then space, you are going to get this certain notation. Similarly, slash left right arrow with capital L. See, can you see that? The implies and implies sign. Okay, so similarly I will have different arrows of this kind of NW arrows, SW arrows, so up down arrows. Okay, again if you use capital U here, it will be of double line. Okay, I have actually written them. Similarly, so to write this one slash partial, okay, we have less than. Less than, how to write less than? To write the less than, we have a symbol in keyboard, not an issue. But to write less than equal to, what we can do? Slash less than equal to, slash LE. See, slash LE is the command to write less than equal to. Similarly, if we write slash GE, it will give us greater than equal to. If we write slash NE means not equal to. So these are some like very useful commands. So if you are some like from pure mathematics background, so you know what is the use of this. So to write this symbol, so this will be O plus. To write a dot, so C dot. Okay, C dot is basically what? So let me tell you what is the C dot means. See, normally whenever I am writing something, if I write give dot here, okay, dot is coming to the like lower part of this line. But if we write C dot C dot means dot in the center position. Okay, can you see the difference of the space? So normal dot, the first, this was the first one is normal dot I am giving using the keyboard, and this is the C dot I am giving using the command. So here by using C dot, the space of the dot is in the middle portion of this, in the center position. Similarly, to give the like cross sign, normally what we do, normally we use the capital letter, capital X, right? So normally we use capital X. Some like I need to give like marking, I need to give, mark the question paper, give the marking the question paper, like 2 into 5 equal to 10. I need to write 2 into 5. So normally what we do, 2x5 equal to 10. This is how basically we do, right? But this is not the X, this is capital X. We need not to write this like this one. So simply what we'll do, see, whenever I'm making 2, 5, 10, all are mathematics. So whenever you're writing some mathematics, that's some numerics, so you need to write everything within the maths environment only. 2, right? Can you look at the difference between these two and these two? This is the normal 2 and this is the 2 I have written using the maths environment. They look different. Can you see that they look different? So 2, then I need to times, this is called times. Can you see that this is like a multiplication we used to write basically. 2 times 5 equal to 10. And whenever I am writing the things within the maths environment, can you see they are taking a standard space between two letters also. So this is the normal thing, normal text we are writing in a text environment, and this is the text whatever I am writing in maths environment. So these types of things we need to write in text environment, maths environment only. Similarly to given star I can use the keyboard, but to write the star in the central position I can use in this. And belongs to, this is a very important notation most of the mathematics people require. So belongs to, how can you write, like whenever I am writing A belongs to, like if I am writing if I am writing A belongs to R, A belongs to X, assume that A belongs to X. A belongs to means slash in the command to write belongs to in capital X. Okay, so this capital X, like A is an element from the set capital X. So in that case, to write this belongs to, so we'll write like this. So again I'm repeating, what is the command to write belongs to? Slash in is the command to write belongs to. Similarly, you can go through this slide. Okay, so to like you can take the screenshot of this also if you want. Okay, so these are few things by which actually you can draw different types of figures. See, if you need to define like 2 less than sign together slash LL, 2 greater than sign together slash GG. So these are some notations. Achha, one more thing, this is a very common mistake most of the people do. Very common mistake. So if normally what we have in maths, we have X, like I am writing a 1, 2, 3, dot n. Normally we write these kind of dots, right? Normally we write these kind of dots. So like I need to consider all the elements from 1 to n. So normally what we do, 1, 2, 3, dot n. But the question is it correct? The answer is no. So how we need to actually write it? To write the thing actually in the mathematical form, so what we need to do, we need to create a maths environment. Then I need to write 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then see, actually whenever we are using dot, actually it's sufficient to give 3 dots actually. Okay. So the command is what? Slash C dots. Okay. C dots is the command, and in that case the dots will come, 3 dots automatically come in the center place. Then comma n. This is how actually we need to write 1, 2 up to n. Okay, you need not to give dot like so many times, like many times normally we used to give the dots, but that habit we need to avoid. So 3 dots we need to give, and that 3 dot again not manually, by using the command /c dots. Okay, /c dots is the command to give the dots in that case. Similarly, to write the therefore, /therefore, /subset. /subset is a notation to define the subset. Similarly, we have few more. Subset eq is an, like this is a command to write subset equal to VEE. This is a notation to write like this symbol. Integration, yes, integration, to write the integration. So /int is a command to write that. And here we are basically going to tell you what is this. This is exponent and subscripts. So I am going to tell you how actually I can put a and b in this position. /sum is a notation to denote the summation notation to get something in the upper and the lower part. So I'll come back to this part again. Okay, but before that, so let me tell you how to write the exponents and subscripts. Okay, to write the exponent and subscript, so what we can do, to write the exponent we use this symbol of the key, the cap of the key bottom, and the underscore of the keypad to write the subscript. So see how we can basically write them. Normally, to write such kind of notations, what do? We create a maths environment. We go to here. To write x square, simply we write x and then 2. See, this is not the proper form. Yes, we can do that. This is there in the MS Word, but to like do it faster, so what we can do, we can create a maths environment, simply write x, then I can use cap, okay, then 2, okay, then execute by using space. Can you see that? Similarly, to write something as like in the suffix, right, then what you need to do, like x suffix 1, then x underscore 1, then it will become like this. Yes, can you see that? So let me write by taking some space. So y suffix 1, let I need to write y1, so y1. Let I need to write y1 square, like here I am writing x1 to the power 5. Can you see that? So if I need to write x1 square, so in that case I will write x1 then square. Can you see that? x1 then square. So that is what I did. So I simply write x underscore 1. I execute it. Execute means just by pressing the space, then and the cap 2 to give the power of that. So x1 square. This is how we can write the thing. Similarly, now if we come back to the original place, see, not original place, the earlier place, that if we need to write integration a to b, see what we'll simply do, I will simply write alt equal, to write the integration int is the command, okay, then I need a to the downside. See, I have not entered the space, still it's executing, /in int automatically becoming the integration sign. I need to write a as in suffix, execute it, sorry, not execute it, so then the cap of b. Oh wait, I just, since I executed it earlier, so it's now taking the form. So /int underscore a, then cap b. So now if we execute, can you see that? Can you see the a and b? A is the lower limit, b is the upper limit, so of the integration. And here in this part we need to write f of x, the function I need to write here in this part, okay, f of y dx. Can you see this? So this is how we can write the integration actually. We need not to go to here, find the integration and need to write everything here, okay. So similarly, to write the summation also we have the same process, /sum underscore a, cap B, this will give us the summation over A to B. Alright. Now we have the Greek alphabets. I already told you how to write the Greek alphabets. Yes, Greek letters. So to write a Greek letter, to write a delta slash delta will work. To write a capital delta slash capital D. Okay, delta with capital D. So for example here, so capital slash DLTA, delta. Can you see that? So slash delta is then command to this. So scripted letter we can also write. To write the scripted letters like this, so I can write the handwritten, you can say the handwritten letters, you can say. So these are the scripted letters. Simply write scripted, then write the D or whatever you require. If we need to write the scripted A, so what we'll do, script A. So then see, it will become the scripted A. Okay, the scripted letters also similarly if I need to write B, so SCRIPT then B. Okay, this will become the B. So like this we can write all the letters. So fractures we can also write the fractures form of the letters. So simply if I need to write fractures of A, simply slash FRAKTU or fracture, sorry, TU or fracture, sorry, fracture then A. So this will give you the fracture A. Similarly I can write the things. Acha. Now one more thing probably I forgot to mention here. So sometimes what we have in mathematics, so have you seen the set of real numbers, set of complex number, they are not written in the form of normal R, normal C. Okay, so set of real number is written like this. Have you noticed that this is a set of real number? Similarly, set of complex number, to write them, so they are basically called a double text. Okay, so to write a set of real number, simply we need to write slash DOUBLE double then R. Okay, slash double R, it will give you the set of real number. Slash double C, set of complex number, C should be capital, the complex C. Rational number Q, slash double Q, set of rational number, right? This is how we can write it. Natural number slash double is the command to write that, double N space. Okay, so it will take the respective forms. Okay, now let me conclude. Actually I have already taken this session for 1.5 hours, so I think it's time to stop here. So in the next session we'll start from the matrix, and then we'll discuss how to write the equations actually. So we'll write how to align equations, then how to give the reference. Okay, so this part I will cover in the next session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for this very informative session. Our participants have benefited by the method and topic discussed here. I again thank you for enlightening us with the world of MS Word. Thank you, sir.